Steve Evans, what a wonderful, wonderful night.
Yeah, I thought a wonderful cup tie. Two teams very competitive. I think if it had gone the full way and we'd gone out in penalties, it would have been a travesty. I think for long periods we were far better. I think soon as Grant brings on John Owen, Clark Harris and Jack and Joe Ward, they have a little bit of impetus. But we kept to a ethos of trying to win the game and attack. As you can see, we're still going forward into added time as they were. And listen, if any team deserves to win the cup tie, we do. So we'll be very humble. We'll take the win, and we can look forward to the draw. But more importantly, we'll recover in time for a difficult game at Salford on Saturday.
You made 8 changes. Didn't look like it.
No, I've always said it's 18, 19 players with David coming in. I thought first half David Amu was exceptional. I think if he gets the goal, he's that would have been a just reward when he almost can't get on the end of a Pierre Gianni knockdown. But I thought his pace and his power after a minute on the clock he's gone by them as if they're treading water, and they're not. They're good, experienced defenders, good players. But it wasn't about David, it was about all the team. We introduced the subs at the right time. We protected one or two that we had to. Max Clark and Luke Norris and Kane Smith, so we were able to be encouraged to do that. And we were able to rest Danny Rose as well, so we're in a good place.
Perhaps the criticism over the last couple of weeks is you've put the first 45 minutes in and tailed off a bit in the second. Wasn't the case this evening?
Yeah, I think when you don't put teams to bed, there's always going to be nervous moments, and when you have nervous moments at any level of football, that allows the opposition to play. I think we should turn 3-1 ahead at half time tonight. I think if we do, it makes it an easier cup tie in the second half. But I thought two teams gave everything. Both managers introduced the right players at the right time, because Grant got a reaction, I got a reaction. And it's I don't think it's fine margins, but it's always good to win a cup tie. And if you score at added time, it's better, isn't it?
Perhaps the biggest compliment was they cleared the bench with all their big names midway through that second half.
Well, I think Grant's seen the ascendancy that we had. Probably thought it was going out the cup tie at that stage if you don't change it. But you do. I know those players, don't I? I've convinced chairman to buy Clark Harris. I've helped develop Jack Marriott and sent him on his way to Derby for millions of pounds. And Joe Ward, I think he was nowhere near the team when I arrived at Posh, and suddenly he became the exciting and high-profile player that Joe is. So, and it's not just him. I think when we looked at the starting lineup, it's a strong team. A lot of those boys will play a lot of football in League One. You see the boy Thompson coming on as well. He's a top player. So, but our boys worked incredibly hard. I thought we played some super football. Really plays for young Saxon early. He had a poor 45 minutes at Walsall. He allowed nerves and other factors to get the better of him. He wasn't nervous tonight, was he? I think about one mistake, and that's very harsh on him. But I think he was outstanding.
Jamie Reid, what can you say about him? He's had to be so patient, and he stayed patient and got his rewards.
Yeah, he did. He just said to the lads in the dressing room as I came in that he could have had 8 goals in 3 games. I said maybe 9. And he just looked at me and laughed. It's the first time, if I'm being critical of our team, it's the first time we've got to the byline with a purpose. We did that many times, but we never put it right on the money. Not right on the money for our players. Jamie is a great run. He peels off the centre-back. He doesn't know where he is. And we know what Jamie Reid can do. But, managers had him here before me. The supporters know what he can do. When that gets pulled back, I think you see all the bench come out because they're expecting a goal. And he put it away with a plume.
And a word for the fans that have enjoyed tonight.
Well, I thought they were brilliant. I thought Posh fans were good as well. I think when they had we had a little stramash that we're kicking it off the line, trying to keep it out. So it's not just about forward players here. It's about everyone at the football club. Big Chappie got a clean sheet against his old club, which is great for him. Pierre Gianni's a Peterborough boy. Boswick is a Stevenage legend, but very, very highly thought of by Posh fans behind that goal. Myself, my family, everyone. The defenders defended properly, but I think we controlled it in large spells. I think we were in the middle, and I think we were a potent attack. And until we changed that a little bit, and then we're going with an unrecognised striker in Jordan Roberts. But Jordan has huge contribution in the goal.
Now in with the big boys.
Well, yeah, we're likely to draw the red line. That's the luck. But listen, you can only be in the draw, and whoever we get in the draw, we'll make changes from the Saturday. And the team that played tonight against Posh won't be the team, for example, that plays in the Papa John's next week. It won't even be anywhere near the team that plays on Saturday. So we're doing that solely because we don't have a best team. We have a squad of men that care. They have a squad of men that say we know we're going to change it up, and we're going to make it fresh, and we're going to keep it fresh. And if we can do that, and we keep winning games, then it's a recipe that works. If it stops working, then we'll stop doing it.
Congratulations, Tom.